Imagine walking into a doctor's office and being told that the best cure for your headache is drilling a hole in your skull. Sounds insane, right? Well, that was a real medical practice in the ancient world. History is filled with bizarre, shocking, and downright terrifying medical treatments that make modern medicine look like magic. But what if I told you that some of these strange remedies actually worked? Let's dive into the weirdest medical practices from history and find out which ones were surprisingly effective and which ones were pure nightmare fuel. One of the oldest surgical procedures in history, trepanation, involved drilling or scraping a hole into a person's skull. Ancient civilizations believed this would release evil spirits that cause migraines, epilepsy, or mental illness. Shockingly, some people survived this procedure and even showed signs of bone regrowth. For centuries, doctors believed that sickness was caused by an imbalance of bodily fluids, especially blood. Their solution? Cut open a vein and let the blood drain out. If that wasn't extreme enough, they sometimes used leeches to suck the blood instead. This practice lasted well into the 19th century and was even used on U.S. President George Washington before his death. In ancient Rome, people believed that drinking the blood of fallen gladiators could cure epilepsy and other diseases. The idea was that the warrior's strength and vitality could transfer to the sick. Sounds heroic, until you realize you're drinking human blood. During the Renaissance, European doctors prescribed a strange powder made from crushed Egyptian mummies. They believed it had magical healing properties and could treat anything from headaches to stomach ulcers. This led to a massive trade in stolen mummies, turning ancient remains into overpriced medicine. In ancient Egypt, if you had a severe toothache, one recommended treatment was to mash up a dead mouse and apply the paste to your gums. The logic? Mice were believed to have magical healing properties. But in reality, this probably just gave people infections. Mercury, a toxic metal, was once considered a powerful medicine. It was used to treat syphilis, infections, and even childhood diseases. But instead of curing patients, it often led to severe poisoning, organ failure, and death. Ancient medical practices were a mix of superstition, trial and error, and occasional brilliance. While some treatments like herbal remedies had real benefits, others were pure horror. Thankfully, modern medicine has come a long way. But who knows? Maybe centuries from now, future generations will look back at some of our treatments with the same shock and disbelief.